Program number 11 in TV Lab by using Power BI and Tableau. So program number 11 will be done by using Tableau here. So let us know what are the uh, questions they have asked. So in the first question they have asked, so create KPI to show employee count, attrition rate, active employees, and average age. So by mistake, by the video syllabus, they have asked to count attrition twice. So ignore the second one. So here KPI means key performance indicator to know how the organization is doing well in quality. And the attrition means the resignation. It may be the resignation of the employee or any retirement of the employee is taken off. So, and the first question is done by using uh, DAX formula. So we create a DAX formula in the view side. So we have two types of DAX. So first one is measure and second one is calculated columns. So where measure has two types, quick measures and new measures. So where quick measures are inbuilt formulas that we have in Power BI, and the new measures are we need to write the DAS formula to calculate uh, the problem or query that they have is asked in a question. So let me show how this first problem will carry out. So this is how the Power BI looks like. So I have already downloaded the dataset called HR dataset. So let me import the dataset into the Power BI. So since my dataset is in the form of CSV file it is. So let me import it. So by clicking on get data and text.csv. So there I have the HR analysis data. So just click on open. And it takes 2 minutes to load the data. We need to do the pre-processing here. So just manually click on the transform data. So then it takes 2 minutes of time to load the data. And this is ready to get pre-processed. So at the question number 4, they have asked to create a bar chart to display number of employees by age group. So before proceeding with this fourth question, so we need to create another attribute as age group. So if you want to group the age between 20 to 30 and 30 to 40, 40 to 50, so their age group size is 10. So if you want to group the age by 20 to 25, 25 to 30, then the age group size is 5. So let us group this age between 10s. So for that, so we have age in the attribute option. So just click on the 3 dots beside that. So here we have an option as new group. So just click on it. So here the bin size is 1, which means that 20, 21, 22. Though we need to create a bin size of 10, so just keep bin size as 5. So if we need bin size as 20 to 25, 25 to 30 means, so we can size bin size as 5. And again in the question, they are not specifically asked to group the age by this number of sizes, 10, 20, 50 like that. So I am randomly taking this bin size as 10. So I'll just click on OK. So here the group age is commented in the data pane. They have asked to choose a bar chart. So here we can use tag bar chart. So just click on the tag bar chart. So in the y-axis, just click on this the newly created attribute, that is age. So here you can rename your newly attributed attribute. And for x-axis, so we need number of employees, which means count of employee. The count of employee we have already created this new attribute in the first or second question. So just drag and drop this employee count in the x-axis. Okay, so here you can see that the age bins between, or the bin size between 10 to 20, it's starting from 0 to 10. The employee count is 17, and so between 10 to 12 the employee count is 309, and between the 20 to 30 the employee count is 622. So this is how the fourth question is went on. So in the question number 6, they have asked me that to create a horizontal bar chart to show the attrition count for each education field, which means that so we need to show how many employees are quitting their jobs under the education field. So let us know which are all the degrees they offer in education field. So for that, just click on this education field. So here we have HR, life sciences, marketing, medical, and other technical degrees are there under educational field. So we need to calculate how many employees are quitting their jobs out of these educational field. So for that, they specifically asked us to take a horizontal bar chart. So just click on the bar chart. So for the y-axis, so click on this education field, and for x-axis we need count, right? We need attrition count. So just drag and drop the newly created attrition count into the x-axis. So here you can see that for the life sciences under the education field, the number of employees who resigned or who quitted their jobs is 89. So in the medical field, the attrition count is 63, and again for marketing is 35, and technical is 32, and other is 11, and for HR is 7. So this is how to calculate the attrition count under different educational fields. So this is how the question number 6 went on. I think here no need of pre-processing the data. So just click on close and apply. It takes few minutes to load the data, and a new window will be open, so that is called as visualization window. Here you can see that approximately 1004 rows are there. So it takes at least minimum amount of time to load the data. So just we have a patience. So just here you can see that. So now we are at visualization window. So here we can create a dashboard. Here, since I need to create many number of measures under the imported dataset, so I am renaming this HR analytics dataset as just HR. So just right click on it, and you have an option called rename, and just rename it as HR. And again you can see that here you can see that so many attributes are there in this HR data. Then let me move on to the first experiment that they have asked. In the question number 1, second option is to know the attrition count, which means that the number of employees who are retired or else who left the job. So we need to calculate that count. So for that we have to follow the DAX formula. So just click on the new measure. So before that, so just click on the KPI card. So now just click on the new measure to know the number of count of employees who are retired or who left the job. So we have a formula that count rows in HR where the condition is attrition is yes. So which means that it counts the number of rows. So where attrition is yes. So and I named this DAX formula as attrition count. So I just copy paste this attrition count DAX formula into this DAX formula field and just click enter. So here you can see that and new attrition count attribute is commented in a data pane. So just drag and drop this a new field into a field sector. So here you can see that the attrition count of employee, which means that number of retirement or the number of employees who quit the job, the total count is 237. So let me move on to the next. So that is attrition rate. So we need to calculate the rate of the attrition. So attrition rate means the number of active employees who are there in a company. So for that we need the number of employees who has already been retired or who is already left the job and divided by total number of count we do means we'll get the this attrition rate. So for that we have a formula that attrition rate equals attrition rate equals, so when we divide the total number of employees who are retired or who left the job divided by total number of employees into 100 means, so we'll get the attrition rate. So I just copy paste this into a DAX formula. So before doing the copy paste, just click on the KPI card and next just click on the new measure. So I am copy pasting the formula and just click enter. So here you can observe that attrition rate is commented in a data pane. So just drag and drop this attrition rate into the fields which is at visualization pane. So here I can see that attrition, which means the active employees in the company, is 16.12. So let us move on to the next one. The next they ask is active employees and the average age. To know the active employees in the company, so by using the DAX formulas, so total number of employees that should be subtracted by the attrition count. So that we have a formula as active employees equals to the total number of employee, which is named as employee count. That should be difference with attrition count, means the number of employees who has been retired or who left the job. So if we do this difference operation, we'll get this active employee. So for that, again just click on the KPI card and click on the new measure. DAX formula here, so I'm just copy and pasting it. So then you can see that active employee which you have created by using DAX formula attribute is came here. So just drag and drop this active employee into the field which is present at visualization pane So here you can see that the total number of active employees which are in the company are 1233. So again, the next option they have asked is average age. So for that average age, we have a formula as average age equals average of age, which is inside the data set called HR. So again, we need to click on the KPI card and click on new measure. So just write your tax formula and click enter. So here then new field is just drag and drop this into the fields which is in a visualization field. So therefore it is giving average age of employees at the HR data sets are 36.92. So this is how the first question went on. So in the second question they have asked to create a lollipop chart to show attrition rate based on the gender category, which means that we need to show the attrition rate based on the how many males and how many females or retire or left the job. We need to show that, but in question they have specifically asked a lollipop chart, but I don't think so. In Power BI we doesn't have lollipop chart, but it is there in a Tableau. Apart from this, so we can use any of the charts which is being specifically into that. So we can go for this line and stack chart, which is present at the second row, fifth chart. So just click on this line and stack chart. So here we have an option called as x-axis and y-axis. So we need to specifically specify them as male and female. So for that, just drag and drop gender into the x-axis and just drag and drop attrition count into the y-axis. So here you can see that so there are this many total males of attrition count, and these are female attrition count, but in the question they have asked attrition rate. So to get differentiate between attrition count and attrition rate, so just drag and drop attrition rate into the y-axis. So here you can observe that this dark blue represents the attrition rate of this male, and blue represents the attrition count. And again here in the female column, this dark blue represents the attrition rate, that is 14.80, and female the total number of females so who are left the job is 87. So this is how we differentiate the attrition rate and the attrition count. This is how the second question went through. Third question they have asked to create a pie chart to show the attrition percentage based on the department category. So we need to show the resignation percentage or lefting the job percentage based on the department, which means the sub departments category we need to show. So based on that we need to show the percentage of attrition. Before selecting the pie chart, so we need to know how many departments are there in our data set. So just let me know which are the departments. So we have 3 departments, that is human resource, research and development, and sales. So we have total 3 departments or 3 sub departments are there in a department category. So we need to show the number of or percentage of attribute based on these 3 departments category. So in the question they have specifically asked to choose a pie chart. So just click on the pie chart which is there at third row, fifth chart. So just drag and drop this department into the legend. So here we have seen, so there are 3 departments. So and we need to know the attrition percentage. So for that, so just drag and drop. We have already created the new attribute as attribute count by using tax formula. So just drag and drop that attrition count into the values. So here you can see that uh, HR, the attrition count for HR is 12, and the department sales has the attrition count is 92, and whereas the department research and development has attrition count is 133. So which means that the department research and development has the highest attrition count or attrition percentage, that is 56.12. So out of these the departments, the research and development has highest attrition count. So this is how the third question is went on.